this video, I will be showing you how to make a data table, how to use formulas and commands to create a graph, and a few other cool tips that make spreadsheets a bit easier to use. And first, I'm going to show you how to make a table, and we're going to start off in Excel. And I'm going to click and drag my cursor from A5 down to G12, and I'm going to go up here and I'm going to look for the indicator that says all borders, and it's going to outline all of those boxes that I just highlighted. And so I'm going to now take my survey data that I collected from a survey for class, and I'm going to begin to distribute it into the graph accordingly. And so I started that here, and in the cell A, it kind of was not fitting in the cell, so I just made it a little bit more wider by clicking and dragging at the top of the cell. And I color coded so you could see the difference in between the totals, the percentages, and the different surveys that I had. And so I'm going to show you how to put in the formulas to automatically calculate the numbers as you go. So you can update your data and it will calculate it automatically for you. So what I did here is I pressed equals sum, and I want to calculate the total number of survey results from cell B7 to E7. And I'm going to do the same thing here, and I'm going to do sum parenthesis from B8 colon to E8. And don't forget to close the parenthesis and press enter. And I'm going to do the same thing again, starting with equals sum parenthesis open. And we're going to go to B9 now. And we want to count from B9 to E9. And we're going to close that parenthesis, press enter. And we're going to do the same thing for the last one, equals sum open parenthesis B10 this time, colon, and we want to count all the way to E10, close parenthesis, press enter. And we're going to do the same thing for the last one. Close parenthesis, enter. And so now we're going to calculate the total responses, but instead of counting the rows, we're going to do the total column. And so we're going to go from F7 down to F11. We want to count those cells together. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on this cell, and we're going to press equals sum open parenthesis. You can also click on it and it'll automatically fill in for you as well, colon, and then we want to go down to F11, and don't forget to close your parenthesis, press enter. And now you have your formulas, but we're going to do the same thing we did previously so we can see all the data in there. And then if you press Control and this little squiggly button up on the left-hand corner, you can switch from seeing your formulas to your digits. And so we're going to do the same thing but for percents, but this time we're not going to use the sum command, but we're just going to press equal, and we want to calculate the percentage. So we want to take the total of each column or each row, and we want to divide it by the total responses, but we want to put it in absolute value, and that's why you see me doing $F, $12, enter. And then we're going to do equals again, and so this is cell number F10 divided by the absolute value of the total responses, which is F, $F, $12, enter. And we're going to do the same thing for the last one as well, which is F11 divided by $F, $12, enter. And so if we press command and the little squiggly button again, it'll be able to switch from our digits, but we want to make sure we can see all the content in those cells. And so now we have our percentages. And so now this is the easy part to make a graph. So I'm going to click and drag, and I'm going to press command, and then I'm going to highlight the percentages, and I'm going to go click insert, and I'm going to drop down and look for a bar graph, and I want to do a pie chart as well, but we're going to start with this one. And so I might as well do it now too, so okay. And we're going to do a pie chart as well. And I'm going to copy and paste the title of the chart into each graph so that it saves time. So I'm going to Command C, and I'm going to double click on the graph. And I'm going to delete the title that says chart title, and I'm going to Command V, paste my title, but my horizontal axis is also in decimals, and we want to change that value because we are looking at percentages. So we're going to scroll down to number format category, and we're going to click on percentage. And it's going to change that into percentages, but there's a lot of decimals right there. So instead of 2 decimal spaces, we just want it with none. So we're going to press 0, press enter, and then it simplifies the chart and makes it look a lot more clean. And so I'm going to go ahead and change the title as well for the pie chart. And I'm going to delete the title, and I'm going to Command V once again. And now you have transferred your graphs from a data table using your commands in Excel.